The 8th of August marks Blackpink's 7th anniversary since debut, and as always, during 7th anniversaries, theories spark among netizens whether the group is gonna renew their contracts with YG or not. Lately, there has been many rumors that see the girls leaving YG, especially concerning Lisa, and it's so funny to me because I always thought that the girls would have obviously renewed their contracts for many reasons, which I am gonna explain in today's video. I would say I'm pretty sure, let's say 90%, that Blackpink is gonna renew their contracts. I hope I'm not gonna jinx it. Let's see how this video will age, because if they will not renew, I'm gonna be fucking devastated. I don't even wanna begin to think how I'm gonna feel. So, without further ado, let's get into the video. I am Julia, and this is girl groups in your area. Let's talk about it. Okay, so the first reason why I think Blackpink is gonna renew their contracts is pretty obvious. They're one of the biggest girl groups in history and the biggest girl group active right now. Not the biggest K-pop girl group, the biggest girl group, period. They broke an immense amount of records since debut, and they continue to do so. They paved the way for K-pop to be popular in the West along with BTS. They are constantly awarded, they became millionaires, and YG managed to brand the girls themselves and make them very popular, also individually. They're the global ambassadors for the biggest houses of fashion, and they have multiple brand deals, both individually and as a group. They also have million of fans, forming the biggest K-pop fandom along with ARMYs. There is literally no reason for them to leave all of this, to leave the gold mine that is Blackpink, unless of course they were heavily mistreated by their agency, which, let's be honest, is not the case, but we're gonna talk about this later on the video. They're very popular also individually, as I said, that's true, but they're famous for the fact of being part of Blackpink. They're always referred to as Lisa of Blackpink, Jennie of Blackpink, etc. because Blackpink itself is a brand, it's a title, and without it, they would have a nice career and they could do their own shit, that's for sure, but it would be nothing compared to the giant success that they have right now, and that's a fact. Not only the public, but also the girls always talk about Blackpink, almost like it's its own thing, detached to the girls. You can clearly see in their interviews and in their live how much pride and joy they have for Blackpink, again, almost like it's a title per se. In a huge number of occasions, they say that they want to perform as Blackpink for many years to come, and they want to grow old with the members as part of Blackpink. If you're asking where did I saw this, just watch their Netflix documentary and you'll see what I'm talking about. I really doubt that they want to throw away the name Blackpink after all the hard work and sacrifices that they made to be recognized as global superstars and queens of K-pop. It's not a secret that Blackpink members have probably the biggest bond of the whole industry. They are basically four sisters. And I'm not saying this because Weeblings are delusional, just go watch whatever content from them and you'll see it. They always talk about how special they are for one another, how without one another they couldn't have done it, how they wanna grow all together. They even done matching tattoos. I mean, they obviously love each other so much and they love working and performing together. You can see they are having a great time together as a group. And it's another thing that, in my humble opinion, they don't want to give up anytime soon. You cannot think about Blackpink without thinking about Teddy, the man behind all their title tracks and most popular songs. Many people hate him, some love him, but regardless, he is the man behind their success. Another thing that you can notice by watching some behind the scenes content is the bond that the girls have with Teddy. Not only personally, of course, but especially musically. Teddy also worked in basically all their solo songs. He's the one in control of their sound, and I can't really see the girls working with someone else in the near future, and I mean all of this especially for Lisa. Lisa is the one that embodies the most this swag, badass, EDM, hip-hop sound that has Teddy written all over it, and I think the affiliation between Teddy and the girls is one of the reasons they will not departure from YG. That's why I think that if they are not to resign with YG itself, it's because they will sign with the Black label, which is Teddy's agency, either as a group or individually. So, I mean, it would basically like staying with YG if you think about it. As YG recently stated, they are using all their powers, resources, and efforts to make the BLACKPINK members renew their contracts, which, I mean, it's obvious. BLACKPINK is their main source of revenue, and I can't even imagine how much their stocks are gonna fall if they will leave YG, so it definitely makes sense, and it gives the girls a lot of power in their negotiations. I'm pretty sure YG is willing to give them everything they want in order to secure the renewal, and that's a pretty strong point for staying with YG if you ask me. Many people said that they could also ask for more comebacks if they wanted to, given the lack of BLACKPINK songs, even though they're a 7-year-old group. And this brings me to my following point. The only reason I can see for leaving YG is if the member were mistreated by YG, but can we really say that BLACKPINK are mistreated? I mean, no doubt that both the trainee and the idol life have been super hard. We all know how tough and cruel this industry is, but I remarked that many people love to say that YG mistreat the BLACKPINK members, especially for the lack of comebacks that they give them, which is a bit too much, in my opinion. I mean, given all sorts of things that we hear in the industry, the atrocious stuff that this agency make the idols endure, overworking them being one of them, can we really say that making the biggest girl group ever come back once a year is that bad? Because in my opinion, it's not. Of course, I would be the happiest person ever to have a new release from BLACKPINK every 6 months or so, but I mean, it doesn't even make that much sense if you think about it. You can love or hate YG, but you can't deny the fact that making their comebacks less frequent increase enormously the hype surrounding them, contrary to new groups that constantly have to put out new songs to stay relevant. Of course, it's not like BLACKPINK would flop if they were to come back more often, it's just that the effect their comebacks have wouldn't be the same, I think. So this is just to say that stating that the girls are mistreated and that they should leave YG for that is honestly dumb, in my opinion. It's dumb to call mistreatment something that is not even remotely bad as what an actual mistreatment is. Of course, as a 7-year-old group, they should have far more songs than the ones they have, that's for sure, and I really hope the members asked for more frequent comebacks during negotiations. But for some reasons I kind of doubt it. I don't know, they all have their things going on, whether that is acting or being a global ambassador, campaigns, you know, all this stuff. They're very busy even when they are not releasing any new songs. So, I mean, if anything, I think they would want more solo songs or more songs in their albums in general, and also more creative freedom, more credits in their work. But a comeback once a year, I think is perfectly okay for them. But of course, it's just my feeling and opinion is baseless speculation, so I guess we'll just have to wait and see. If you followed a bit this contract renewal matter, you probably noted that a month ago or so, a South Korean media outlet, Munhwa Ilbo, reported in an exclusive report that Lisa has not been able to find an agreement regarding a contract extension with YG Entertainment. YG responded to that by saying that contract renewal discussions were still underway. The fact of this rumor was that the shares of YG dropped almost 7% after this report emerged. In my opinion, I honestly think that these whole theories and rumors and speculations, even if they seem to hurt YG, they're actually a very clever move from their part, made to raise hype and clout about the renewal and the remaining concerts and content, which is something that YG has always done. Marketing-wise, they're probably the best agency out of the big four. They know how to control the media and the narrative, and I think that's exactly what they're doing now. Instead of being clear about the renewal, they postponed the announcement until the tour is over, which means September or at least, but it could be even later. So yeah, I honestly don't buy it, especially for Lisa. She's the one that I can see the most in YG. I really can't picture her going somewhere else. And also months ago it was reported that a Chinese agency offered her a huge amount of dollars. I honestly can't even remember how much, but it was enough to solve world hunger probably. They offered this money to leave YG and join this so-called Chinese agency, but I mean, really? Like, why would Lisa leave BLACKPINK and YG for a Chinese agency? Like, it's not only a matter of money, you know? These girls are already multimillionaires. I think it's much more than that. It's a matter of overall well-being, creative freedom, reputation, fame, opportunities. I mean, Jennie alone starred in The Idol, which is an American TV show with The Weeknd himself and Lily Rose Depp. She created a collection for Calvin Klein and designed a Porsche. Like, with which other agency would have the opportunity to do so? I mean, yes, they're all so famous now that even if they leave YG, they could achieve great things, no doubt. I'm not saying that. It's just that I can't find not even one reason for them to leave, to be honest. To sum up, they have a very strong relationship with one another, they love BLACKPINK and what it represents, they become the biggest girl group ever and they pave the way for K-pop in the West. They can get probably whatever they want during negotiations because YG would give them literally anything to renew. They have few songs, yes, but they are not overworked and have the time and the chance to put themselves in whatever project they want, whether that is music, modeling, acting, producing, whatever. They can literally do whatever the fuck they want. They have one of the biggest fandom in the world. I mean, I don't know, I am even surprised that there are apparently so many people that think that they're not gonna renew. If they will not renew contracts, I will be, aside from hurt and heartbroken, of course, so shocked, cause like, I don't know, there's no way for them to leave the gold mine that is BLACKPINK and all the benefits that being a BLACKPINK member bring them, so I don't know, I guess we'll see, but I'm very positive, but of course the main thing for me is that the girls are happy and healthy, so if they were to leave I would be devastated, but I would be happy for them if that's something that they really want. Oh, gosh, let's hope that I didn't jinx it, because I want to see much more of BLACKPINK in the future for other many years, as a matter of fact. I became a Blink only 3 years ago and it's definitely not enough for me, I want to see more for sure. Speaking of which, one thing I truly hope to see if they will renew is a bit of a change in creative direction and overall concepts. I love their girl crush vibe, but I would love to see them trying different stuff, both in sound and in concepts, because I know they can nail anything, so I really hope that during negotiations they demanded for more control over their releases, because that would be so amazing to witness for real. Okay guys, this concludes my video. What do you guys think? Will BLACKPINK renew their contracts or not? Share your thoughts in the comment sections. As always, thank you for watching. Remember to like and subscribe if you liked my video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!